Yo, what's good, y'all? You dub back here again here in 2019. What's left of it, anyways. Let's get it. Now, the other day, I had dropped a video dealing with Son Goku just bodybagging practically everyone, which he does. And one of the commenters, one of my subs, was like, yo, so about that Toriko Powerscaling, well, how does it relate to Dragon Ball? And I told him, man, let me go ahead and do a video on Toriko's Powerscaling, which I've held off intentionally for years. I don't want to power scale Toriko. I really don't want to power scale Toriko. Now, as time's going on, it's giving me time to sit back and think on things. I don't know what's more difficult to power scale, Bleach or Toriko. Not the individuals necessarily, even though Bleach it's ridiculous. Um, Toriko, I kind of have more of a hierarchy of who's more powerful than not. It's more defined, but it's just like, bro, because while Mitsutoshi gave us a lot of feats, more than a lot of series actually, like One Piece is more complicated as to figuring out feats. He kind of left it a lot open ended when we're talking about top tier. So let's begin bare minimum with the other four Heavenly Kings, talking about Coco, excuse me, Sani. Some say Sani, and Zebra, right? Let's look at them. Zebra's movement, speed of sound, Sani with his abilities, and Coco. All right, we know Coco has got the poison game. You got Sani, with his hair, and you got Zebra. Now, Coco has devil poison. Sani has Satan's hair, and Zebra has this Grim Reaper Shinigami. What the hell is that? Is what it is. We get no explanation. You just get what you get with Zebra, and you're just like, bro, he just has one just to have it for the hell of it. Every other one makes damn sense. That shit right there was what the hell, and it looked like the most benign of all of them too. Like Zebra is he's a funny thing because his external is the most intimidating, but his internal demon is like the nicest one, and I think it's the weakest one. Like every other one is stupid. Like, and their backstories are ridiculous. Sony apparently has the second most powerful one. Apparently, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, anyways, Sony Life Wiper, Coco Life Wiper, Zebra. He see. The question is, can his sound work in space? Because if it can, then he's bare minimum planetary level. And the thing about it is, their abilities are kind of crazy, right? They're not pure destruction. Toriko has a mix of both. Like there's a lot of hacks and almost broken abilities in Toriko. For example, Minority World, which we can get into later with former President Ichirayu, and Midora, the Ultimate Predator, kind of copied that a little bit. But there's a lot of hacks and broken. Like it's kind of like with Hunter x Hunter, where it's not so much focused on blowing shit up. One Piece is the same way, where it's not so much focused on just raw combat. A lot of people get that misconstrued with a lot of these series and death matches. Um, Even Bleach is a lot complicated. Same thing in JoJo's. Bungo Stray Dogs. When you have more strategy, it's not just simply who can punch harder and stuff. So you do have that, but bare minimum, they're planetary threats, whether in life wiping or in destructive capacity in the case of Zebra. So that's where we get with the Heavenly Kings. When you get someone like Imara with his full coat and his starvation state, it's ridiculous, bro. He's ridiculous. Imara we never see fully, but he was comparable to Toriko for the longest time. So he is more powerful than the Heavenly Kings. And so that means he's at bare minimum at least planetary. When I say at least planetary, the human world was Earth. The world of Toriko, if you're including the gourmet world, which was like three times the size of the human world casually, is like it makes the world Saturn to Jupiter class. So we're talking large planet. We're talking a gas giant. And Imaru is somewhere in that probably Neptune range, Uranus range. Um, so that there is that. And you can say, am I just coming up with this out of nowhere? I'm just going with basic scaling, what's showcasing the series. Let's see. You have someone like Setsuno who stopped casual planetary level attacks from rampaging Beast Jiro. Remember, he's no longer knocking mastery unleashed himself. When it comes to the Blue Nitro again can cook planets, so they're casually planetary level, if not casually large planetary level. Casually. Um, you know, Jiro, former President Ichirayu, I would say somewhere casually. I want to say casually large planetary star level is reasonable, if not greater. Because the thing with Jiro, the way he was taking out with the Blue Nitro was stupidly ridiculous. He took out five of them, bro. It was ridiculous. Now, I think if all eight would have just fought him at once, they would have killed him, but that's a whole nother debate. But the fact is, he was able to take out five of those dudes. And these dudes are nothing to fuck with. Like, they are the truth. This dude was powered. He as a child, he was eating blue nitro. The thing is, he didn't have a gourmet creature. When it comes to Ichiro, even though he didn't use Don Slime, like he still had Don Slime. And so there is that. And he had Minority World, again the hacks abilities, but I think it's reasonable to say that they were somewhere in the star levels, if not greater. Star to solar system level is reasonable for them. Don Slime, jeez, bro. I mean, just everything was so casual for him. So Don Slime, I think is comparative, though those star to solar system levels is reasonable. Midora, I think Midora is just above them. I think he got to the point where, especially after eating some of the food, because he didn't even eat the full course. Some of the full course closer to solar system level. I think he eclipsed his brothers. Let's see where we're at. The eight key. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people want to hype up the eight kings, but I mean the eight kings. Okay, the eight kings all have impressive ass feats. I mean, you have whale, Moon the whale king with the nature of the black hole. I mean, again, it's kind of the hacks, except for Heracles had some hacks, but some physical. The most physically dominating was Bambino, right? The Monkey King. Whale King Moon just was like insta kill, where you get sent literally to the afterlife, but not the full afterlife, like the gourmet afterlife, but not the real afterlife, like not Nirvana state, which is insanity. But gotta love Toriko, and you could talk about that at another point if you want me to. Like the mythology with Toriko, it's pretty incredible stuff that we were working with. It's kind of similar on the level of DC, Marvel, and Dragon Ball, where there's hugely complex, right? Hugely complex. The thing is, Well King Moon highest capture level, but wasn't besides the stomach like. I'm not saying Well King Moon was nothing to mess with, nothing to fuck with, but it was kind of straight up battle. Like it wasn't destructive. Okay, so Heracles, we see how much fight, we see how much can be done, we see the damage, and see these Torkoal top tiers. They have several of them have fashion like reaction times, but they don't fight fast. They don't have fast combat speed. I mean, Tengu Brunchy showcased the as far as in pure speed, lightning. That's the best we've honestly gotten. Unless you want to say Toriko kind of ish because of the third, and you can kind of argue, um, you know, you can kind of argue Neo Acacia. You can kind of argue him as well. They had some fighting speed, but anyways, they're not that impressive when it comes to speed. But the dodging speed is impressive. Um, the thing about it is the eight king beast, like Bambino was throwing mountains around the globe. Was it literally able to jump into the atmosphere casually? And the thing that's when he was bound. When he became bulked out, he was stupid. I think he honestly probably had the highest capture level afterwards. Heracles, again, we've seen pretty decent destructive capacity. Again, he had the hacks with the regen. He was pretty much immortal. So take that for what it's worth. Or she was pretty much immortal. Take that for what it's worth. The horse king there. Um, you know, Sky Deer's ridiculous hacks with the aging, even Acacia, like if it wasn't for Neodemon and Acacia, would have been done data there. So there's that. So that's more of the hacks abilities there. But as far as indestructive power, that they're not more than the two disciples outside of Midor. They're not. Large planet 2 solo level at best. Now what do we see? We get Stajin. Stajin I think is the same as Pops as Midor. It would Stajin. You gotta put it like that. Stajin. Stajin is in that solar system level, especially consider his gourmet cell monster. Okay. Um, and I mean, there's other people kind of you can, but they all fall in. I'm just hitting some of the big names. When it comes to Toriko and Acacia, Neodemon Acacia is ridiculous. Neodemon Acacia is very difficult to scale the consumption level, but if we some people bring up Derus, some they say Derus had the most destructive. Derus, if you want to say Derus and Bambino are cut above the rest, we still only at star level. Like we're not getting anything outrageous with them, right? When it comes to Acacia, if you want to say Don San bumps up to Galactic at his prime, maybe. Maybe if Don San fought with Ichirayo, maybe. That's just hypotheticals at that point. Acacia, if you want to put, excuse me, Acacia in those galactic levels, Neo Demon Acacia, I wouldn't even be shocked with it. Toriko, I mean, anywhere from galactic to universal because of the third, and I think the third is ridiculous. Only woke up and scared the living, put the fear of God into neo demonication. So the third, I would say galactic to universal, but that's maxing it out, bro. Toriko characters can't compete, especially Dragon Ball Super. They can't compete with that. I mean, at best, you say Toriko characters from a power standpoint. Some of the Dragon Ball characters, but they don't have the speed to keep up. Like when it comes to pure raw combat speed, Naruto, Bleach, hell, some can argue even One Piece are faster. Toriko's on the slower side, so that's the problem. They have all this hacks and all this power, but they're slow, bro. They're slow, and that's the case with that. FT Fairy Tail, I don't know. Like some fairy tale characters are probably faster than a lot of Toriko characters. So there is that. But this is my like rough estimates on these characters. Again, they Toriko characters have hacks that can mess with people, and they have regenerative capacities in a lot of cases. They can heal because of gourmet cells. But honestly, like the speed holds Toriko characters back a lot from cross representation versus other series if they if they were to compete. Now, if they landed those blows, it's over. That's the problem. If they can land. Unexpected Wonder, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on Torkoal. And like I said, these are rough estimation. If you disagree with my scaling, that's understandable. It's really, really difficult. Because Mitsutoshi, he kind of left a lot ambiguous. Even though he gave some feats to like we had another is faster than the speed of light. Okay. But how fast do these Torkoal characters actually move? We can see they can react, but how fast do they actually move in comparison to that? We don't really see that. So, all right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace. If you want more of these kind of discussions, please do let me know. I will do my best to attend to them.